Alright guys, PJ's Electric RC back with another video. I tell you, I've been waiting for this day right here. I have really been waiting for this day to get this VRX Racing Blitz out. I have been waiting for the electronics to get in, and so all of them finally got in, and I was able to put them in and everything. So now I'm out here just to test it out and see how it performs with the electronics and how the stock components perform, because like I said, I haven't changed anything stock component wise. Like I said, this was the roller version, and so I haven't changed the tires or anything like that, stock wheels, stock gearing, and still the stock shock position. So I haven't changed that, haven't changed the wheelie bar position, anything like that. So the only thing like I said, I put my electronics in here, and I put Hobby Wing. I put the Hobby Wing system in here, so I do have a sensor system in here, and so we're gonna see how this goes. Got the GNS inside the car. We're gonna record some performances and then try to improve on it. So we're gonna hit some 132 feet runs and see how they go, and see what kind of speeds we get out of. So all right, let me get everything buttoned up, and let's get at it. I should have brought my blower out here and blow some of this dirt, but oh well, here we go. Oh, we need some adjusting. Here we go. I don't know. I mean, it would not go straight. These, I don't know if it's the tires or what, but once when I go full throttle on it, it wants to go lean to one way or whatever. So let's see. It's leaning, turning to the right. Let's see here. Yep. Let's see, it went to the left that time. Right. Left. Let me check the wheels on here. I adjusted the shocks a little bit, try to make sure they're even, and I made sure the wheel nuts are evenly tight, but not too tight where it's binding the wheel. Like I said, I can't keep it straight, can't get it to go straight. And it's not like going in one direction every time. It's go right on full throttle sometimes, and go left on full throttle sometimes. So so really with that, I'm just thinking it's just the ground, the condition of the ground. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. But I am running this on 2S LiPo, and I'm not even gonna do the GNS right now. I'm going to just see if I can get a pass in. Alright, let's see if we can get one in. Nope. So even before I didn't even go full throttle that time, and I could see it going to the right. Let's see here. So let me do some of my steering trim. Yeah, it's a lot of dirt out here too, so I'm gonna chalk it up to dirt because I forgot my blower, and I meant to bring it out here, and also gonna chop it up to the car as well, the suspension, and I need to go in and retune the ESC. Like I said, it's a lot of settings on there that I didn't mess with, and then it's a few that I messed with, but a lot of them I didn't. So I didn't really need to go in and tune it and tune the shocks, tune the ESC, and I'm gonna bring it back out again with the stock tire, but I'm also gonna bring the belted tires with me and just to see. And I'm gonna make sure I bring my blower so I can get some of the dust and dirt out of the area that I'm gonna run in. So, because I'm tired of doing that right there, and it will be easy to diagnose the issue if it was just going one way every time, but it's going either way. Sometimes I do full throttle, it goes right. Sometimes I do full throttle, it go left. So see, it went left that time. First time it went right, and I'm not messing with the steering. The wheels are straight. The wheels are straight. Get a close up on it. Let's see something. So the wheels are straight. So I just think I'm gonna need some head, probably some thicker oil in the shocks. And and be honest with you, I gotta be honest, I didn't even check the shocks, to be honest with you. Like I said, I'm running this straight out of the box the way it is. So it could be that the shocks oil level could be uneven. Like one could be full and one could not be, could be half full. So I don't know. And who knows, they may not have any in there. So I didn't check that either. So so that's another thing. So I'm gonna just go now. So I was just so in a hurry now, when I got the electronics, I was just so in a hurry to put the electronics in and just get this thing out here and see how it performs out of the box. So so now I see that it needs some TLC out of the box, and so now I'm just gonna take it back to the bench, and we're actually gonna go ahead and get this thing right, because like I said, as you see right now, it's not running very well. Like I cannot keep it straight on full throttle. Now it started out for a little bit, went straight. Like I said, I don't know, it got a mind of its own. Then it wants to veer off. And like I said, I'm using no gyros, no gyro on this on this car here. So let's try this again. And I got the dual rate turned down a little bit, so I can't turn very much to correct it. Let's see. I just seen all that dirt just kick up, so that's how I know it's just a lot of dirt out here, a lot of sand. A lot of wheel spin. So with that being said, let's see if we can just get a few runs with it. And I would like to see what my top speed is. Alright, let's see what the speeds are on this car with this system. I got 51, but that really wasn't, like I said, full throttle in for a very long time. So, because I have to build up to it, and then by the time so yeah, 51 right now. That's on 2S. I think it got a little bit more out of it. I think it can do about 50. I'm gonna say about between 55 and 58 with this gearing and with this system, and on this 2S battery. Alright guys, so this is what I'm taking away from this initial first run with this VRX Racing Blitz 2-wheel drive drag car. Like I said, I haven't did anything to the shocks, the wheels, the wheelie bar, anything like that. Like I said, I just got all my electronics in, and I installed installed them today. Well, it'll be yesterday, but anyway, I installed these, and I was just ready to get out here and run it. So like I said, I never checked the shocks on this car to see what kind of fluid, or if any, is in them. So I gotta check that. Also, I need to go back into the settings on the ESC and redo some things. So I do need to do that. And like I said, this is a sensor system, so I did recalibrate, throttle and all that stuff. So I did do that, and then I did set the brake at 75 instead of 100, which I like it at 75. But I may go in now and just take the reverse off and see if that will keep it from doing that spinning around. But all in all, I'm gonna tell you, there's some pros and cons that I have about this car. Mostly pros, it's just a few cons, and I will just go over a few of them right now. So for this servo, to install this servo, it was no just sticking it in here and screwing it in and all that. So you did have to take this plate off, this cover off here, at least. Yeah, you have to take this cover off here so you have access to place it down, because you have these little edges that come up so you can't get your tool, your little hex tool, down to the bottom screws to tighten them up without stripping them. So that's one thing you have to do, is take this whole plate off. And not only that, you have to take the mounting, the servo mounting off with the 2 screws up under here, so, and pull it out, mount the servo onto the mounts, and then install it like that. So, and no problem with the servo arm. You're able to get the servo arm on there, which I'm gonna update it and upgrade it to the aluminum. I got aluminum. I just decided to go ahead and use the stock one since it was already on there. That's one thing that, you know, made you do a little more work than you wanted to. The next thing I don't like is the gears. So they have the 48 pitch teeth. One reason I don't like them. And then the second thing I don't like about it is the spur gear is held on by an E-clip. It's held into place by an E-clip, and I don't like that, man. They could have used a slipper clutch type setup that you just screw on and keep, you know, screw a nut on and keep the spur gear in place. Other than that, so far, I mean, I just got to work out some kinks. Got a lot of kinks to work out, because this thing, I cannot keep it straight on full throttle, like on full trigger. Whether I'm doing a dig or whether I'm just easing into it and going fast, it's kind of hard to stay straight. And it's not the doggone steering. The steering is staying straight. I mean, especially when I lessen the dual rate, so if I have to correct it. But any little correction, these wheels just spin, these tires just spin. And like I said, I'm not in the perfect place to do it. I mean, it's perfect space wise, but it's a lot of dirt on the ground that's kind of affecting the tires as well. And I'm not saying these are the best tires either, you know, but they should give you enough grip to keep straight. But, and like I said, if it was only going one way every time I hit full throttle, that would be an easy assessment and maybe an easy fix. But now that it's going left or right on full throttle, now I gotta look into maybe what can it be? Is it the shock oil or what? So I don't know, like I said, because I didn't check and see if it's shock. I didn't check and see if it was shock oil in these shocks, and that's my fault. I was just, man, ready to get this thing out here and run it. And so anyway, that's what we got. That's where we at. I'm kind of disappointed that I wasn't able to get a better reading for the first run of it, because it wouldn't stay straight. But at the same time, it lets me know where I need to start at. So on this first run, I just, you know, not the best outing on the first run, but it gave me a bigger picture of what I need to do, a kind of focus on now. So we're gonna go in and look at these shocks, and then we're gonna go back into the ESC and do some reprogramming, and then we'll play around with the tires. We'll play around with these unbelted wheels, and then put on some belted wheels. So, and we'll make sure we bring out our blower to blow some of this dirt out the way. So, but all right, guys, that's it, man. That's the first run of the VRX Racing 2-wheel drive drag car named the Blitz. Y'all be safe, and I'll see you all on the next one.